Spider has been trading on the Australian share market for more than a decade. These videos are designed to help you if you too enjoy trading Australian shares or trading full stop. If you are sick of being someone else's employee, or maybe if you just want to make a few extra bucks, or maybe you ultimately want to have It's a Wonderful Life, hopefully the videos in this series will be able to help you. We don't give tips, this is all about what goes on inside your head when you're a trader. Hope you enjoy them. The price of freedom, or guts and determination. Every now and then I come across something that makes me sit up and take notice, whereas most of the time I just wander around in a mild dreamlike state. I was looking through the posts on the IC forum when I came across an interesting new subject heading, so I checked it out. The post that starts the thread was an excellent example of why, as traders, we need to be on guard against the only person who can stop us from being successful, ourselves. At this point I can hear some of you saying, here he goes again, banging on about psychological factors and that old chestnut again. Is this guy ever going to stop rabbiting on about headspace issues? Well, the answer is a resounding no. The instant we let down our guard, the enemy strikes. Anyway, read what this courageous person had to say and judge for yourself. Quote, "Hello all. Not quite sure how to set this out in print, so I'll treat it like a fess-up session, and hopefully it may help others who may think that the psychology department doesn't matter. So here goes. I recently was sucked into a shakeout with a fair plummet for no apparent reason being the first clue and my mistake. Exiting on an intraday point where my rules require a close below the stop point was my next mistake, but panic is a powerful emotion. Although a long tail is easy to spot on a completed candle, it doesn't look so clinical while prices are jumping around during the day. Anyway, I was out, and as I look back at the start, even now, I keep asking myself, how could I have been so stupid to fall for that one? End of trade, move on, you say. My Freudian hiccup is that now I am having a little trouble acting on my stops. Twice since then have my rules required me to exit a position, and both times my emotions overtook reality, and I waited for a bounce that didn't come. I eventually did exit, but at a much larger dollar loss. That in itself has helped me to start getting over this temporary mental block. So my rules require step A, followed by step B, followed by step C, and I now have a fair idea that to jumble these up or disregard one ends up with me losing money. Hopefully I'll remember that next time. I hope this helps someone realise that as prepared as we might think we are for this game, it doesn't take a lot in order to dent our way of thinking, and if one has a plan or some rules, then one needs to stick to them. Not much more to add to that. It's more of a statement than a discussion point anyway. I think, regards, the person who wrote the post, who doesn't want to be named. Okay, so you heard what this person had to say, and you're asking yourself if this might have happened because of inexperience. Well, that is not the case. This story comes from an experienced trader with more than 3 years experience. What happened next was also very interesting. The IC community is, by and large, a helpful group of traders, so naturally, a few good souls posted what they thought were some good suggestions regarding the poster's entry and exit strategy. All good stuff, but mostly they missed the point. It took real courage to make the post in the first place, and it must have been frustrating for this person to see their message not get through. As a male, I'm as guilty as most males of believing that the answer to most problems is a mechanical fix. The writer is trying to tell us that we must be aware of the psychological processes that go on in a trader's head. We also need to know that the battle is never over. If you read the books written about Jesse Livermore, you will see that he understood this. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. Thank you for listening. Spider. Hope that didn't sound too croaky. Poor old Spider's voice is pretty much packing it in at the moment, but hopefully the next one my dulcet tones will have returned. Thank you for listening.